Why did you want to be a nurse?
I wanted to become a nurse because I want to be able to help people in their vulnerable state and just be able to show love and compassion.
I love how I can help people. I'm all about helping people, so I thought nursing is probably the best career to go down.
I've always wanted to do nursing. My parents have done nursing, my grandparents were paramedics, and it's just in my blood.
I think it's mostly getting to help people, and I was in the Navy before this, but it's a different way, which was nice to have a different perspective.
One reason that I wanted to be a nurse was both my parents were nurses, so I guess the fulfillment that they get on a day-to-day basis have, really made me want to do it myself as well, and yeah.
I decided to do nursing as a change of career, and I decided that it was something that I had wanted to do since being a patient in hospital. And it was the nurses that looked after me that made me want to become a nurse.
I think when I was a lot younger, I experienced family being sick, and I thought, well, I think I'd like to do this. I'd like to help people.
Do you remember how you felt when you first started?
Oh yeah, the first day, orientation, that was nerve-wracking. I didn't think I could do this. Like, I'm a mum of 4, this was new to me, coming back to learn again. But I soon realised there was a lot of people in the same situation, and that actually I was going to do quite well.
I was really nervous. I don't think I spoke to anyone, but everyone else was really nice.
I was very nervous when I first started, but now I feel so competent and ready to get out there and do my thing.
What did you enjoy most about the whole experience?
The most rewarding thing is the patient bond that you create.
The other students, yeah, because I'm the oldest student in the group, I've really enjoyed the inclusiveness of it all. Not just me, everybody. We're all on the same path, and that part's been wonderful.
The practical experience was really good, making lots of friends.
I think working in a team with the other nurses and being able to help people, it's a really hard job, but getting it done together was probably the most exciting and surprising part about it.
I think the support of the teachers have been really amazing. They've really helped us along and made sure that we're aware that we can always get in contact with them if we're ever in trouble. So yeah, the support was really good, yeah.
The camaraderie actually, yeah, the teamwork that's involved, the communication, yeah, and the people I've met along the way.
What was the biggest challenge?
Watching someone suffer, I think, is probably the hardest thing to watch as a nurse, definitely.
One of the most challenging things was the first time I went on placement. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, we had prepared in the sim, but real life, I was like, wow, I'm actually doing it. But then once I went through it, it was amazing. I loved it.
So in semester 1, we had our very first assessment. We had to change some bed sheets with mitered corners and give a sponge bath. And it was the most scariest thing we were going into. And you look back and it's not even scary anymore. But the fear in everybody's eyes is bad.
Passing away is probably the most challenging things, and knowing that even though you try as hard as you can't always get the outcome that you want.
Probably the mayhem of a ward. You know it's going to be busy, you know it's going to be full on, you're going to be on your feet all day, you probably won't get to eat or go to the toilet. But yeah, some days it's just absolute chaos. You don't know where you're going from one minute to the other, and you're trying to stick to a plan that you've established at the beginning of your shift, going, right, this is what I need to do and when.
For me, it was actually putting yourself out there at my age to, either fail or something like that. I found that really hard. But we got just great support from the other girls on the class, and Yeah, and I just really enjoyed it. I knew straight away after probably the first couple of weeks that I'd done the right thing. It was the right decision for me.
I feel a little bit scary because all the things I have to do to get through the course, like juggling family and work and study, and yeah, it's a mix of feelings, like a little roller coaster.
Was there a defining moment or a patient that made you realise why you were doing all of this?
Learning to communicate with someone who was non-verbal, yeah, that just made it for me, and being able to communicate and help was amazing.
I really loved my last placement, which was on the oncology ward. I really thought it would be really heavy, and it was actually, the patients were just the most beautiful, positive. It was the polar opposite to what I had expected it to be, so that was really cool.
Going to the aged care, that was a real eye-opener. It was just lovely being there and listening to all the stories that the elderly people have to share, and we just have so much more to learn from these lovely people.
Right at the very beginning, I got some experience at the aged care facility, and a little patient, Louisa was her name. She was absolutely fantastic. She couldn't talk or communicate, and she wasn't very mobile. So seeing the expression in her eyes when I helped her just struck a chord with me, and I knew I was doing the right thing.
There was one patient that said to me that I made a lot of difference while he was there, and because every time he saw me I was smiling, so that made me feel really good.
Did you learn anything about yourself?
I think what I learned about myself is that I can handle a lot more than I thought I could.
Probably stepping out of my comfort zone. I guess I've never really pushed myself at anything before, and this time around, well and truly outside of that comfort zone. And I think it just kind of proved to me what I am capable of, and that I am kind of actually good at something. So
today I'm a lot more confident.
To change my attitude when things aren't going the way I'm hoping they're going to go, to change my attitude to learn from it rather than having a negative experience.
So where to from here?
I have a strong desire towards palliative care, and that's the kind of nursing I'd like to pursue long term.
So I actually have a job already. I'm actually doing rural nursing, so I'm going down to Maria to do grad nursing there. So yeah, that'll be fun, and then further study on from that.
I did my last placement and have my next placement in oncology, and I have loved every minute of it, so I would love to learn more about it.
After I finish studying, I'd like to continue on doing what I'm doing, which is working with kids with disabilities and chronic illnesses, also palliative care kids. Yeah, seeing as though I've sort of been through what those parents have been through, yeah, I can relate to them, so yeah.
How would you sum up your experience?
It's been really amazing.
Fun.
Interesting.
Crazy.
Growth. Extraordinary.
Very stressful, but definitely worth it.
Eye-opening.
Amazing.
Overwhelming.
Rewarding.
Educational.
Interactive.
Exciting.
Fun.
Incredible.
Exhilarating.
Overwhelming.
Enjoyable.
Worth it.
Challenging.
Fun.
Engaging.
Awesome.
Great.
I'll say fulfilling.
Crazy.
Enlightening.
Awesome.
Intense.
Amazing.
Intimidating.
Memorable.
Hard.
Life-changing.
A roller coaster.
Friendship.
Fantastic.
Challenging. Exciting and scary.
It's been challenging.
Probably just growth.
Do you have a parting message for your graduating cohorts?
Thank you to all my peers, to everybody that sat next to us, their life stories, the skills from the educators, the knowledge, the same thing, the cheers and the tears, everything. It was just a
great experience. I'm going to miss it.
Yeah, thanks so much guys. I'm going to miss everyone.
Good luck. I hope that we hang out again. I hope that we work together. You're all really, really amazing, and I think you're all going to be really wonderful, and I'm really excited to be part of a new generation of nurses that support each other and help each other to be the best that they can be.